Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Have you ever walked past a stack of old, forgotten pallets and just seen, well, a stack of old wood? What if I told you that you're actually looking at a free supply of incredible furniture and decor, just waiting to be built? That's exactly what we're diving into today. We're moving beyond the basic shelf and exploring some truly inspiring, large-scale projects that can transform entire rooms, from a stunning dining table to a functional home office, and even creative ideas for your garden and pets. Plus, I'll share some crucial pro tips to make your builds safer, stronger, and more beautiful. So whether you're a seasoned DIYer or just getting started, grab a notebook, and let's unlock the hidden potential in every piece of pallet wood together. Ever looked at a stack of old pallets and seen more than just wood? What if I told you that with a little creativity, those discarded pallets could be transformed into beautiful, functional pieces for your home? Let's explore some ideas together. Starting right in your living room, imagine a rustic coffee table. You can create one simply by stacking 2 or 3 pallets vertically, adding some casters for easy mobility, and topping it off with a piece of glass or some beautifully sanded wood. It's the perfect centerpiece for an industrial-style space. Or how about adding some character to your walls with floating shelves? Just cut pallet sections into single boards, mount them with hidden brackets, and you have a perfect spot for your favorite books, plants, or treasured display items. If you're feeling more ambitious, a pallet bed frame is a fantastic project. Using 4 to 6 pallets as a base gives you a naturally breathable foundation. You can add legs for height and even incorporate clever drawers into the lower sections for extra storage. And for your outdoor space, consider building an L-shaped sectional sofa right from pallets. Add some thick, comfortable outdoor cushions, weatherproof it with a good sealant, and you've created the perfect spot for patio gatherings. Now let's talk about decorative accents. A vertical pallet garden is a brilliant space saver. Just stand a pallet upright, line it with landscape fabric, fill it with soil, and plant your favorite herbs or succulents for a living green wall. You can also craft a rustic photo display by attaching simple clips or clothespins to pallet boards. Hang it vertically or horizontally to create your own unique gallery wall. For the wine enthusiasts, a custom bottle holder is both stylish and practical. Just cut angled slots into the wood to cradle the bottles, creating either a wall-mounted piece or a countertop conversation starter. And don't forget seasonal decor. A painted pallet board makes a wonderful base for stenciled messages. You can change them out with the holidays, from festive Christmas greetings to spooky Halloween signs. Before you start any project, let's go over some key tips. Safety first. Always check for that HT stamp, which means the wood was heat-treated and safe to use. Never use pallets marked with MB, as they were chemically treated. Always sand thoroughly to avoid splinters, and please wear your gloves and safety glasses. The preparation is crucial. Disassemble your pallets carefully with a pry bar, remove every single nail, and then sand the wood starting with a coarse grit and moving to a fine one. A good clean with mild detergent will have it ready for its new life. For finishing, you have so many choices. A clear sealant gives you that natural, raw wood look. Chalk paint creates a beautifully matte, rustic finish. If you want to enhance the wood's natural grain, a stain is perfect. Or for a light, beachy feel, try a whitewash. Now for some really fun upcycles. How about a kitchen island? Combine a few pallets to form the base, add a butcher block top, and include some hooks on the side for hanging utensils. For the little ones, a play kitchen from small pallets sparks endless imagination. Add some knobs and paint on burners for a safe and charming toy. Our furry friends deserve something special too. A raised pet bed station with a cushioned area on top and storage for toys or food below is a project the whole family will love. And finally, pallets are perfect for holiday decor. Think triangular arrangements for Christmas trees, stacked displays for fall pumpkins, or a rustic background for a patriotic flag. The true beauty of working with pallets is their incredible versatility. Every piece of wood comes with its own unique marks and stories, all while giving new life to what might have been waste. You might start with something simple, like a shelf, and before you know it, you're building an entire patio set. We'd love to see what you create. Share your projects with the hashtag Pallet Project to inspire others in this wonderful upcycling community. Now, which idea will you start with? If you've already tried a few small projects and you're ready to think bigger, let's explore some larger, more advanced ideas that can truly transform a space. Imagine gathering around a handcrafted dining table, built from 4 or 5 pallets to create a generous surface. You can add sturdy legs or even use more pallets for the base. For a smooth, modern touch, consider filling the gaps with epoxy resin. And don't forget the seating. Simple pallets can be fashioned into charming bench seats with comfortable backrests. For those working from home, a complete home office combo is within reach. Build a spacious desk using 2 or 3 pallets wide, supported by sleek metal legs. Right beside it, a standing pallet with a reinforced back becomes a perfect bookshelf. You can even craft a pegboard organizer from spare slats to keep tools handy, and don't forget to route a few discreet grooves in the desk to tame those cables. Right at your front door, an entryway command center can bring order to your day. Start with a coat rack fitted with vintage hooks, add a shelf for keys and mail, and leave space below for boots. A section painted with chalkboard paint is perfect for last-minute notes or daily reminders. And if you live in a studio or an open-plan space, a pallet room divider is a brilliant solution. Simply hinge 3 or 4 pallets together, stretch some fabric across the openings, or maybe tuck in some trailing plants, and you've created a beautiful, functional partition that can be moved or fixed in place. Now let's step outside. For the gardening enthusiast, a tiered herb planter station is both practical and beautiful. Build staggered boxes at different heights, label each section with wood-burned names, add a side panel for tool storage, and put the whole thing on wheels so your herbs can follow the sun. If you're serious about gardening, you can construct a full pallet greenhouse. Use the pallets to frame the structure, attach walls of corrugated plastic, and let the natural spacing between the boards provide perfect ventilation for starting your seeds. For entertaining, an outdoor bar and beverage center is a real showstopper. Design a pallet base with a special cutout for an ice bucket, include cubbies for bottle storage, a removable top for easy cleaning, and don't forget the hooks on the side for bar towels. And to keep your firewood neat and dry, build a storage solution with vertical pallet cubbies for organization, add a covered top for protection, a matching kindling box, and fit it with heavy-duty wheels to move it wherever you need. Inside the bedroom, you can build a pallet headboard packed with features. Integrate small night shelves, hide LED strip lighting in the gaps for ambience, add hooks for jewelry or robes, and even build in convenient USB charging ports. For children, a bunk bed fort sparks endless adventure. Build a secure pallet frame with safety rails, add hooks for privacy curtains, utilize the space underneath for play or storage, and for the ultimate fun, consider attaching a slide. If you need maximum storage, a full wall system is the answer. Create a floor-to-ceiling grid from pallets for a mix of open shelves and spaces for fabric bins. The configuration is completely customizable, and you can even add a ladder rail to access the very top. Beyond furniture, pallets can become pure creativity. Consider a geometric art installation made from deconstructed slats, painted with an ombre effect, and given depth like a shadow box. Maybe even add interactive spinning sections. For your pets, build a true palace. A climbing wall with platforms for your cat, a doghouse with a pallet shingle roof, a cozy hutch for small animals, or a feeding station at just the right height. Your pallet skills could even support a small business. Think of boutique product shelves that show off the wood's texture, a rustic backdrop for a market stall, produce crates for a farmer's market, or elegant flight boards for a wine tasting. And for family fun, build a sandbox with built-in seating edges, a lemonade stand, an outdoor play kitchen, or the frame for a miniature playhouse. When you're ready for advanced techniques, try a pallet wood feature wall. Arrange the wood in patterns like herringbone or chevron, use mixed stain colors for dimension, integrate lighting between the boards, and enjoy the added acoustic benefits in a home theater. You can also blend materials for stunning effects. Combine pallets with copper pipe for an industrial look, with a live edge slab for rustic modern style, with a concrete top for an urban feel, or with rattan inserts for a coastal vibe. And for every holiday, there's a project. A coffin bookshelf for Halloween, an advent calendar with boxes for Christmas, an egg display ladder for Easter, or a harvest ladder and leaf-shaped serving boards for Thanksgiving. Now a few pro tips. When sourcing pallets, know that they come in grades. Grade A has tight boards with minimal stains, often made of hardwoods like oak. Grade B has some cracks and knots, perfect for that rustic character. Grade C is very worn, ideal for small accents or when you plan to deconstruct it completely. Look beyond warehouse loading docks. Try furniture stores, printing companies, florists, local, buy-nothing groups, and always ask permission at new construction sites. Always check the markings stamped on the wood. HT means it's heat-treated and safe. MB means it was treated with methyl bromide. Avoid these. DB means debarked, and KD means kiln-dried, which is more stable. The country code simply tells you where it originated. For finishing, move beyond basic stain. Try lime wax for a whitened look that lets the grain show, or the Japanese technique of shu-sugi ban, which involves lightly charring the wood for dramatic effect. Milk paint gives an authentic vintage feel, and a two-tone dry brush technique adds incredible depth and texture. Master techniques like sorting your boards by grain and color for a cohesive look, using black epoxy to fill gaps for intentional contrast, routing the edges for a polished profile, and adding metal accents like black pipe fittings or hairpin legs. If you think you might want to sell your creations, items like custom address plaques, wedding signage, business logo displays, vendor tables for markets, and real estate sold signs are very popular. When photographing your work, use natural light, style it with complementary items, show a before picture of the palette, and always include the dimensions in your description. You can even design by theme. For a coastal cottage look, use weathered white finishes, rope accents, glass knobs, and nautical star cutouts. For modern farmhouse, aim for black and white contrast, clean lines mixed with rustic texture, mixed metals, and simple geometric patterns. A bohemian style calls for macrame hangers, bright painted details, lots of plants, and eclectic patterns. And for an industrial vibe, leave the structure exposed. Use metal pipe connections, add Edison bulb lighting, and embrace a raw, unfinished look. For tools, beginners should start with a palm sander, a drill driver set, a good pry bar, and of course, safety gear. As you advance, a planer will give you consistent thickness, a table saw ensures straight cuts, a Craig jig creates strong hidden joints, and a wood burner is perfect for adding detail. And as we create, let's think sustainably. Use plant-based sealants, repurpose sanding dust as a filler, save every cutoff for future small projects, choose natural fiber cushions, and opt for water-based paints and stains. Consider using your skills for community impact, too. Build planters for a community garden, create little free library boxes, design shelters for bus stops, or make donation items for animal shelters. Remember, every palette tells a story through its markings, stains, and wear. These imperfections aren't flaws, they're character. The most beautiful palette projects often come from the most worn wood, transformed with vision and care. Start small, dream big. Begin with a simple shelf, master the basics, and then let your creativity guide you. The palette community is wonderfully supportive, so share your progress and learn from others. As the saying goes, we don't make palette furniture because wood is expensive. We make it because creativity is priceless. So, which of these ideas has sparked your imagination? The possibilities are truly endless when you start to see palettes not as waste, but as raw material, waiting patiently for their second life. And just like that, you've got a whole new perspective on what a simple palette can become. The beauty of this hobby is that there are no rules, only possibilities. Every nail hole and weather stain adds to the story. If you try any of these projects, I would absolutely love to see it. Tag me on Instagram or use the hashtag #PalletProject so our whole community can get inspired by your creation. If this video sparked an idea for you, give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss our next adventure in upcycling. We've got so many more creative builds coming your way. Thanks so much for watching, for being part of this creative community, and remember, we don't do this because wood is expensive. We do it because creativity is priceless. Now go build something amazing. I'll see you in the next one.